because there has been a new development in terms of what needed to be determined. Canny Maphanga there, of course, for us. And Canny, it's back to you, because I do understand that there has been a new development. So please bring us up to speed.
Indeed. Good morning again, Sakina, and to the viewers. As speculation continues to mount over these in-camera negotiations between the evidence leaders and the opposing parties, that is News 24 and Daily Maverick, I'm joined by Jeremy Michaels, the spokesperson to the Madlanga Commission, to confirm what we do and what we don't know about the negotiations. I think where we can start, Jeremy, you may come closer, is at this stage as we speak right now, has the chairperson made a decision with respect to the draft order that the two parties are negotiating?
So, good morning, Canny. I think important to say that Justice Madlanga and his co-commissioners will consider the draft agreement that has been reached between the two parties. Those parties, of course, being the Commission's evidence leaders who applied for an in-camera hearing, and the lawyers representing News 24 and Daily Maverick. So following yesterday morning's adjournment and the process that Justice Madlanga had set out for them to make their representations, the two sides, they were in discussion during the course of yesterday and reached an agreement. I can share a little bit of the detail with you, but I must stress that the judge and co-commissioners have yet to make a decision on that. So what So what are the main terms, the concessions that have been made with respect to the in-camera witnesses? And we know that News 24 and Daily Maverick have noted that should the hearings not be fully public or can't be accommodated, they would like access to those transcripts and they not be redacted to an extent where they're not able to communicate with the public what that testimony was. So remember that, and it's very important that we stress this, that the application for an in-camera hearing by the Commission's evidence leaders is obviously not made lightly. And the main considerations are the safety of witnesses and ongoing investigations to ensure that those investigations are not compromised. So as it applies to today and tomorrow, their proposal or agreement is that the witness will testify remotely. In other words, not here at the Bridget Mabandla Justice College, and that testimony will be off camera. In other words, the witness will not be seen but be heard through an intermediary. And that intermediary being audio or? Audio only. Yes. Okay. And that is likely to be one of the evidence leaders, certainly one of the legal team. So that in short is what they've agreed, and also that the witnesses' anonymized statement with the exhibits will be displayed live, as we've seen happening here at the Commission, on the screen as the witness testifies. And then to your question, that the transcript of the witness's testimony will be made publicly available after the testimony. So that is it in short as it applies to today and tomorrow. They haven't reached agreement on Thursday and Friday. Yes. And some of the same may apply depending on what the judge and co-commissioners decide to next week's witnesses. All right, thank you very much. That was Jeremy Michaels, the spokesperson to the Madlanga Commission, affirming what we reported earlier, that the negotiations have been made between the two parties, and the Madlanga Commission chair is still considering it and is yet to make a decision on the agreement that they have made. If he arrives at 9:30 a.m. this morning and makes such a draft order the final order, then you can expect that some of those witnesses will be anonymized, that is remote, through audio hearings, and some of them may be in camera. But the final decision lays in the hands of the Madlanga Commission, the chair and its co-commissioners, and they are still considering this draft order as we speak. Over to you in studio.
Well, thanks so much, Canny Maphanga. And of course, it will also be interesting to know exactly what it is that they will be giving evidence about. But Canny, our eyes and ears at the Madlanga Commission.